And Heston is like a hoot. He's really good.
Yep, not Jewish, but
Interesting you bring that up. The only Jewish person in the Ten Commandments, one of Jethro's daughters, but I don't even know if she has a speaking line. And then Edward G. Robinson is the only.
Right, yeah, Chief
Yeah,
Clancy Wiggum.
yeah. He's the. That's great. Is Clancy Wiggum based on him?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't just come up with that. I mean, I've
Yeah.
heard that's the inspiration. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, so he's the only Jewish person. He plays an I don't think he's Egyptian, actually. I think he's a foreigner who ends up being very high in the Egyptian government by being conniving.
Yeah.
And he becomes like Moses and Aaron's foe as they go into the desert. He's the only Jewish person in the production, and no one Jewish was involved in the make. I mean, I'm sure on the production level there were, but like the director wasn't, none of the actors were. Same with the original. And then in Prince of Egypt, I think Jeff Goldblum is the only Jewish actor, Jewish voice actor.
I think that's right.
But it was produced by and like de facto directed by Jeffrey Katzenberg. It was like a big pet project of his. And then Exodus Gods and Kings is from an era where, I mean, like they had a great cast. It was controversial at the time because everyone's white. Like it's Sigourney Weaver and Christian Bale and Stanley Tucci, and not Stanley Tucci. Who's the other one? John Turturro.
At least he's Jewish.
I don't think he is, actually.
John Turturro's not Jewish?
Almost certainly not. He's just played Jews a bunch of times, I think.
Man, that's confusing.
I think he's just straight up Italian. There's no one Jewish in the movie.
Oh man.
It's got Aaron Paul as Joshua. I mean, it's a good cast, but like very badly cast. It's just like a nothing movie. It came from a time where people were like, we want more realism in our epics. And no, you don't. Like, that's not what a Bible story is good for. If a Bible story is good for anything, it should be like fantasy and inspire and like faith in things that you couldn't see in real life, not things that the Red Sea parting because the tide turned is not interesting. It might be.
Is that what they do?
Yes. It might be what you want to explain it away, but like, you don't need to make a movie about that. That's not interesting.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm sorry. I'm not over John Turturro not being Jewish. I was convinced that he was Jewish.
It never even crossed my mind that he'd be Jewish. Was it because of Quiz Show and Miller's Crossing that you thought he was Jewish?
I think so. Yeah. Quiz Show especially. I just associate, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I associate that too strongly with him because I love Quiz Show.
Who directed Quiz Show? Robert Redford, right?
Redford. Yeah.
Yeah. So Robert Redford and the Coen brothers have made you believe that John Turturro is Jewish. Not.
They certainly did. Yeah.
Sorry, bud.